Hey guys, welcome to our weekly show. It's the best bets across European football taking place this weekend. As always, I've got Alex from Need for Tips and Bernardo from theowltips.com with us. We're going to run through, we've got this sort of like spreadsheet where we mark down the matches that we feel sort of like really confident. These are our best bets. So we're going to start with La Liga. And this video is powered by Pinnacle. I must mention that. Okay, so the first one, so we're going to start with La Liga, then run through Serie A, Bundesliga, Ligue 1, and then Premier League. So the first match that we want to preview is Athletic Bilbao versus Celta Vigo, and both Alex and Bernardo have a tip from there. Bernardo, I'm going to start with you.
Well, I think that, well, if Alex has a tip here, I think that we're going to be very similar. On this game, I have two lines that I want to approach is over 2.5 around evens, and also both teams to score around 188. Well, it's true that Bilbao at home usually is stronger, but Celta Vigo is a team that do a lot of goals, and I think that well, even they failed to score last one, here they should manage to do a goal, and at this price it deserves the risk.
Okay, Alex, are you? Is that what you're thinking?
No, I'm going with a straight win of Bilbao. They lost last time home with Barcelona a few months ago, around 4 of them. From that time, they did only one draw against Osasuna, a really weird match. But doesn't matter where they played, either in Europa League, either in La Liga. Every time they are very powerful when they're playing home. Celta Vigo, ups and downs, a lot of them. I'm not going. Maybe they will score. They might score, and we will see over 2.5 goals. But I'm going with a straight win. 1.9 is enough value for me for this match.
All right, moving on. Deportivo La Coruña versus Osasuna. Alex, you have a tip from this match.
La Coruña playing home. They lost precious points with Real Madrid. It was only a mistake from my point of view. Again, Sergio, the defender from Real Madrid, scored after 93 minutes with the head. So only Sergio Ramos, yeah. Only from that they lost at least 1 point. They're playing home against Osasuna, a team that doesn't have anything to do with La Liga this year. I think that Deportivo will win, but my bet from this is both teams to score at an odd of 2.12. Doesn't matter if they are losing Osasuna, they will score.
Okay, next match is Sevilla versus Malaga, and it's me that's got a tip from here. Well, first of all, I really like Sevilla on the money line, 1.51. I think there is a touch of value in that, but I also like Sevilla -1, and that comes in 1.8, 1.84. Obviously, Sevilla come from a great 3-0 Celta Vigo win. Malaga come from back-to-back draws, but they're really not a good road team. 0 road wins right now, and I don't think they're going to cause too many problems for Sevilla. So Sevilla -1. Anybody like or not like that bet?
Well, I not dislike the bet. I think that Sevilla has plenty of value plenty. Well, not plenty, but I think that they will win the game. 151. Well, I thought it was too low for me, and I still think it is. Even I bet on them versus Celta Vigo here at that price. Well, I would need something more to back them.
Okay, so it says, Bernardo, thanks for your Benfica, both teams to score pick last week.
No problem.
Okay, so moving on, Atletico Madrid versus Las Palmas. I'm the only one that's got a tip for this one, and I quite like value starts to get going. I think we're going to see goals in this match. You can play the over 2.5 goals, 1.67, and then the over 3 goals, 2.03. Las Palmas have a very leaky defense on the road. They've conceded 15. Atletico Madrid at home, they've scored 18. I think they're going to get quite a few past Las Palmas, but I wouldn't be surprised to see if Las Palmas will score on this one. They've obviously Atletico Madrid have conceded just 7. But I think Las Palmas, who have scored 10 on the road, might be able to also get a goal from here. So maybe both teams to score, something like that, 2.1. Also like the over 2.5 goals as well. Alex, when we previewed this match yesterday, that you were sort of on the same page as that.
Absolutely. I think Las Palmas is the surprise team from the season. Atletico Madrid should come back on winning ways. But I think that Las Palmas will create them problems. So even though if Atletico Madrid will win after 90 minutes, I think that we'll see at least one goal also from Las Palmas. So I think this is the correct tip for both teams to score. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just quickly going back to these Sevilla matches, there's a few questions here. One is about both teams to score, and then the other one is Sevilla over 1.5 goals. I kind of like the Sevilla over 1.5 goals. Not overly sure about the both teams to score. Would any of you guys play both teams to score?
No. I think
I prefer Sevilla over 1.5 goals than both teams.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah. The sound is very bad in this video. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know how. Is it me that the sound is really bad? It's turned on. I don't know. All right. Next match is, okay, so we're moving over to Serie A here. We've got Napoli versus Torino. And Alex, you've got a tip from here.
Yeah, Torino is something better than Las Palmas in La Liga, a lot better. Torino, a lot of surprise results over Serie A in the last matches. Napoli, I think they might win this match, but I prefer both teams to score combined with the over 2.5 at around evens for this match.
Okay, moving over now to Juventus versus Roma. And both Bernardo and myself have got a tip from here. Obviously, so the highlight, one of the biggest matches if not the biggest in the Serie A calendar, Juventus versus Roma. Bernardo, you've got a tip here first.
Yes, it's the same. I think that, it's the kind of, Juventus is paying a lot to those teams to score market. They paid versus Atlanta, they paid versus Torino, and I think here versus Roma, they're going to pay again. Of course, that the price now is much lower because the offensive line of Roma is much stronger than the other two opponents. But 177, possibly if you shop around, you can catch that around 1.8 something, 81, 82. I think it deserves a shot. Is my bet for the big match in Italy.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit worried. Obviously, the last time they met at Juventus, which was sort of the beginning of the year, it ended 1-0 to Juventus, and I'm just wondering whether it's just going to be a very cagey match. Thomas is saying under 2.5 goals. Personally, that would be the way that I would go. But I know a few people are sort of liking also the over in this match. Alex, would you play the over or the under?
I think it might go both ways. I don't know exactly how to play the under or the over, but if it is to play this match, I will go with a straight win of Juventus. Yeah. I don't know. This is my feeling.
No, that's my tip. Is Juventus to win 1.75. If you had to play the outrights, Bernardo, which way would you lean, Juventus or Roma?
Well, I think that for me, the price that Juventus is at the moment is not enough to back them. So I would say that, plus 0.75, plus 1 at lower odds at Roma would be my call. I think that Roma can cause problems to Juventus. Even being on the road, I think that they have plenty of value to cause them problems, and I won't be surprised with a draw with goals.
Yeah, Gryfex is doing Roma plus 0.5 for the Roma side. Would you play that?
Yes, that it's a bit higher than what I was saying. I was saying plus 0.75, so that is a little higher, but it's my thought. I think that the value is on Roma side at this moment. Mm-hmm. The odd for Juventus, in my opinion, should be a little higher. So 1.95, close to that. And at the moment 175 is too low, so give me a little of value on Roma, but I'm going to stay away from it. I'm going to stay away from the winners market and just keep both teams to score. I think that it can be a cagey match, as you said, but on the other side, we are still with it's a game between the first and second spot, but still on the beginning, not the begin, but before the half of the season, and very similar to Benfica Sporting of last week.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there is value for 1.75 for Juventus. They're undefeated. They've got 8 straight wins. Last 2 meetings, which was, like I said, the first one 2016, the other one 2014. Both Juve won on their turf. So I think that they should be able to nick this one. Natalie, you in Costa Rica? Yes, I am. Juventus 1.5 goals. Maybe I'd still just be worried about a 1-0 win. Would you guys, any of you play Juventus plus Juventus to score 1.5 goals?
It would be.
No.
It would depend a lot on the odds, of course, always. But I think that the odd would be too low because the price for their win is low. So that market will be low too, in my opinion, of course.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, see, look, Juventus won the last 5 games at home versus Roma. Exactly. I feel confident with my Juventus win. All right, AC Milan versus Atalanta. Alex and I spoke about this match yesterday. I actually really like AC Milan on this one. I think obviously Atalanta has been a surprise team, but I think that they will struggle. This is a must win for AC Milan. They're at home. They're strong at home. 6 wins, 1 draw, and just 1 loss. I think that they'll nick it, and I like the price. I like the price of evens here. Who has got a bet? Bernard. No, Alex, you have a tip from this match.
Yeah, if you ask me, also AC Milan is a surprise this season. Not only Atalanta. Atalanta is a very good surprise, but also Milan is a huge surprise for me. I did not expect them to be so far on the standings. But I think that Atalanta, after 2 back-to-back lost matches, I think that they will put a lot of problems to Milan. So I think that they will score against Milan. Both teams to score 1.91 is a correct bet, in my opinion.
Yeah. It seems well both teams to score sort of the bet. And then Hebert, all you guys from Costa Rica, no, just me. I am from Costa Rica. We've got Bernardo in Portugal and Alex in Romania. So we're all spread over, like the beauty of Skype. So moving on. So we're now in Bundesliga. We've got Leipzig versus Hertha Berlin. Now, obviously, I've been a massive fan of Leipzig, and they let me down. But I'm not undeterred. I am going to play their win because they're still undefeated at home. I think 1.7 for me is enough value. You get that with Paddy Power. Hertha, they are in 3rd, but their road form is poor. So I'm going for the Leipzig win. What are you going for, Bernardo?
I'm going against you, Natalie. I'm going with.
Okay.
Well, I was with Hertha on last game. They play on the road versus Wolfsburg on draw no bet option. Now I'm going to protect myself, but I'm going with them. Hertha +1, 176. It's going to be my bet. I think it's going to be close, and Hertha can catch points there.
Okay. All right, Alex, over to you. What are you going for?
If Bernardo is going with Hertha, I believe that Hertha will score. Leipzig will score, so 2.1 for both teams to score. I think that Hertha is a really good team. And Leipzig, okay, a lot of times we are talking that they are like Leicester the other season, but I think that they can concede. Why not? Hertha is a really good team. Hopefully they will score at least one time. From the other point of view, I have a little bit. I'm worried for Leipzig to score, but after I thinking better, I think that both teams to score for me 2.1, very good value.
Yeah, and obviously it's a must-win as well for Leipzig because obviously Bayern Munich has taken top spot now. They've got no Champions League commitments for a while, so you know that Bayern Munich is gonna, they've got to use this sort of time to really not lose, basically. So must-win for Leipzig as well. Moving on now to Hoffenheim versus Borussia Dortmund. Going to start with you, Alex.
Hoffenheim, Borussia Dortmund. I think that on this game is everywhere written goals. The odd for over 2.5 is really low, but I prefer the over 3 Asian handicap. So if we see 3 goals, we will take our money back. If we will see 3 and more, it's a winner. 1.75. Actually, it has a little bit value for me. Not don't put a lot of stake on that, but I think that we will see goals and we will see a lot of goals.
All right. Somebody is asking about Genoa versus Palermo. Genoa to win.
Yeah, we said that we'll speak all those at the end, right?
Palermo versus Genoa, our best bet. All right. And then the other one, okay, so my bet for this one is I like Hoffenheim in the draw, double chance. I think that I don't think that Dortmund should be favourites in this match. I think that they've got some injuries. They are on the road. They've only got 2 road wins. They're letting them down. Hoffenheim 4 home wins. Dortmund are in 6. Hoffenheim 4th. I think to back Hoffenheim and the draw 2.15. I'll be surprised, to be honest, if we see a Dortmund win.
Yeah, it's a way to think. I like very much Hoffenheim this season. Their manager is one of the best managers, even though he's young. I think that he has a lot of value, and we will see in a couple of years how high he will arrive. So yeah, Hoffenheim will put a lot of problems with Dortmund. If it is to bet on the winners market, our friend Griffex has a point. Hoffenheim on Asian handicap, but I prefer to go on the goals market over 3 for me.
Yeah. All right. Great stuff. Okay. Moving on now. We are in we're Ligue 1, and Alex has a tip: Monaco versus Lyon.
This is a derby from France. Monaco, I think they will win the title this season, but Lyon doesn't. Is not a bad team at all. I like their style of play, and they can put a lot of problems to Monaco. Monaco is conceding from time to time, even though they're playing home right now. But I think that Lyon will score also. Both need to score in the over 2.5, 2.1, the best that you can find on the market.
Okay, and then the next one is a Nice versus Dijon FCO.
This I didn't have it.
I have it.
Oh yeah, this is Bernardo. Bernardo.
Yes, I'm with Nice here, and I think that the money line is good enough for an accumulator, and I'm going with minus 0.75, 177, close to that. Also, minus 1 is a good choice. I think that Nice at home versus a recent promoted team that is not doing amazingly. They have more than plenty of chances to win this by a comfortable margin, like 2 goals. So I'm with them here. And about Monaco in the Ligue 1, as Alex said, well, I think that that is one of the good price that we still have on outrights. It's priced around 4.5, the other 5 to win the Ligue 1 versus PSG that is priced around 142. I think that it's a valuable line to take now, the outrights of Monaco to win the Ligue 1.
Yeah, someone is asking actually about Quinam versus PSG and then PSG to win, but you're saying those odds are too low. Would you put that in an accumulator bet though?
PSG in Gigan, 147.
1.47, yeah.
Yeah, in my opinion, are low. In my opinion, are low because PSG is, well, at the moment is not a consistent team, and I would prefer to stay away from that game.
All right.
Doesn't worth the risk. 1.47. I'm on the same page with Bernardo. It doesn't worth the risk at all. PSG is very shaky at the moment. Ginkamp is a team that might create problems when they are playing home. So I don't know. It's a pass. They might win at 2-3 goals. Who knows? But
yeah, would you not even for an accumulator bet?
No,
okay.
Not for me.
All right, moving on now. Premier League, Manchester City versus Arsenal. Great match. Very excited to watch this one. Alex, you have a tip here.
yeah, and I will go against City. I have Arsenal plus 0.5 at an odd of 1.8. City, I don't like them. They won very hard against Watford the other day, 2-0, but very, very hard, very tough, the match with Watford. I was saying plus 2 for Watford. This time I'm going plus 0.5, Arsenal 1.8.
Okay, all right. You don't have any tips for this match, Bernardo?
No, I'm thinking about a couple of beers and enjoying the match. It's going to be a great match. I think that, but if I had to choose a side, I would be with Alex. I think that, well, it's overpriced. The Man City wins every round, and Arsenal has some value here on the double chance.
Yeah, Arsenal double chance. Nice. Okay, West Brom versus Manchester United. Manchester United have been picking up some wins recently, quite surprising. Do we play their win now? What are you going for, Alex?
Yeah, it's a possibility that they will win the third in a row. West Brom, it's a really tough team to play against. When they're playing home, they have three win matches in a row. They lost last time home with the Manchester City 4-0. United might win, but I think that West Brom will score. So for me, it's a pass on the winners market. I'm going to play the over 2.5 goals at 2.1.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, final match. We're going to preview Stoke versus Leicester City. No, Leicester City, so unpredictable. They win against Manchester City, sort of a heavy goal scoring 4-2, and then they lose 1-0 to Bournemouth. So what the hell do we do in this match? Bernardo, your tip comes from this match.
Yes, I'm going with them. I'm going to try to grab something with them, defeating Stoke on the road. It's true. They were just defeated by Bournemouth after a very good exhibition versus City. But looking to the odds, we have some value to play the English champion. Plus 0.25, 179 bet Victor. It's my bet here. I think that grab off stake in case of a draw versus Stoke. It's a good value, and I think also that they can win this. They have team for that. Of course, that they are struggling the road is true, but it's time to turn that around.
Yeah, we're talking about the Leicester game, Stoke versus Leicester. What else? And then there's actually a few other from back to the West Brom Manchester United. Some people are saying West Brom +2, Rondon to score, West Brom or draw, or both teams to score. Any of those tips? Grab your fancy.
+2 is too low.
+2 is very small. Yeah, very small.
Is it? Okay.
Both teams to score is really interesting. If we will play the over 2.5, I don't think that one team will cover on their own the over 2.5. So if you wanna combine it or play it single, both teams to score, I think it's a good tip also.
Yeah. All right. Great stuff. Now, okay, somebody's asking. We don't have any top tips from Chelsea, but I can ask. This Dario is asking. Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. Do you guys like anything from this match, or any leans, or anything like that, or is this a skip match for you guys? Stop you, Alex.
Well, I think that Chelsea will win again. I don't know in terms of goals what we expect. Crystal Palace is the team that is putting problems. If they scored against Manchester United, it doesn't seem anything like a surprise for me. Against Manchester United, everyone is scoring. It's not the same thing against Chelsea. Chelsea they are very stable team. I think that if they will keep also 2-3 rounds like that, the same kind of play, they will win without problems Premier League this year. So if it is to bet on something, you bet on Chelsea or stick them in an accumulator because the odd is really low. To make a single bet on Chelsea, the odd is really low. So pass.
I wouldn't say it's like really low though. It's 1.62. My cutoff point is like 1.6. I know yours is like a little bit higher, but I actually think that 1.62 for a team like Chelsea, I think is good. What do you think, Bernardo?
Well, I think that they're gonna win the game. So for an accumulator, well, it can be used. And when you ask me on the end which games I will use for an accumulator, probably Chelsea will be there.
Yeah.
But well, as a single bet for an X stake, I think that for me it's too low, and they are covered. Last game, I think that this can be really 1-0 if Crystal Palace wants to. If they want a goal fast, well, like they had some already with 3-2 with Burnley and others 3-2 with West Ham, if I'm not in error. Well, they can do this a goal fast. So it's very hard to predict in terms of goals and also in terms of the goal margin of Chelsea. So I would say that for a straight win in an accumulator 1.6, well, it deserves a shot there.
Yeah. All right. So now is the time where we give our accumulator and best bet. Starting with you, Alex.
I think that Bernardo has one tip from Portugal.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, go on. Sorry, I forgot about that one. What's your one tip from Portugal, Bernardo?
Well, from Portugal, I'm going with two teams that you probably don't know their names, but Tondela and Boa Vista. Well, at least Boa Vista already played Champions League and was Portuguese champion in the past. And I'm going with
a lot of legend players in Boa Vista in the past decade.
True. Yeah, and I'm going with the over 2 on this game. I already took it 193. Odds are of course dropped, but you can find around 182, and for me it's still valuable. Both teams are on the bottom of the table, especially Tondela, but the type of game that both have, and also the misses that Boa Vista has, well, that reduce a lot the aggressivity on the pitch. And let much more space to their opponents. It makes of this over a very good value. Also, both teams to score around evens, but I prefer the over 2.0.
Over 2.0. And what was the match again?
Tondela versus Boa Vista. I can type it down.
I wouldn't even try to repeat that.
Tondela versus Boa Vista, Porto.
All right. Okay. So great. People do appreciate your Portuguese tips. So thanks for sharing that, Bernardo. Alex, going to start with your top tip and your accumulator.
Yeah, my banker is Leipzig, Hertha, both teams to score 2.1. And my double, my accumulator to 2 matches, Napoli, Torino, both teams to score, and Hoffenheim versus Dortmund, both teams to score.
Okay. Bernardo, what's yours?
Well, my double, it's gonna be Nice and Chelsea to win, both on the money line, and my banker. It's hard, but if not the Portuguese one, then Hertha +1 versus Leipzig.
Okay, mine is, my top tip is Juventus to win 1.75, and my accumulator bet is Sevilla to win and Chelsea to win. So there we go. Good. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. We will be back next week looking into the weekend ahead. Bernardo and Alex, thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing your free tips.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Good weekend.